So setting the scene, what does that mean with advanced driving? So in previous videos I've talked about cockpit drill, and I've talked about powdery checks, the pre-drive checks that we remember using the acronym powdery. I'll put links to those videos in the description below. But in this one I just want to talk about the third and last element which we normally do before we set off on a drive. So it's important before you set off on a drive to think about the conditions that you will meet and experience when driving. And this can include things like the condition of the road. Is it wet? Is it likely to rain? Is there fog or ice around? Or are the roads dry? Are you likely to encounter mud on the road or even leaves on the road? And if you were to, then you need to think about what you would do in these circumstances and how each of these conditions may affect your driving decisions. The other element that we need to think about before we set off is visibility. Is it clear with good visibility, or is it foggy? Will it rain? And if it does, how will this affect your view and possibly other things such as your stopping distance? How would that affect your driving decisions again? And in the area that you're going to drive in, are there any events that are on? So will you expect to come across cyclists, horse riders? Is there a market in the town that you're visiting? Or is there something like a marathon? So it's in your mind about what you're likely to encounter, and more importantly, what you're likely to do about it. So you need to try and plan for the conditions that you're going to come across on your drive and describe how you're going to deal with those. It's also worth thinking about the speed limit where you are and prepare to conduct a rolling brake check if there's a suitable location. Now, a rolling brake check is basically when you get the car moving, you get up to about 20 miles an hour, no more than 30, and then gradually apply your brakes. And what you're looking for here is to detect any adverse reaction, and by that I mean any sort of pull on the steering wheel or any vibration on the steering wheel. And if you do feel something that's not quite right, then it's likely you might have an issue with your tyre pressure, or you could have a problem with your braking system. So those are the sorts of things that you need to think of before you set off on a journey. I hope this and with the other ones, like I say, they're linked in the description below. I hope that is helpful in your pre-driving checks and your safety thoughts before you actually start the drive. If it's done you some good, please think about giving the video a like. And if you want to be notified about other videos that are going to come in the near future, then please subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you then.